Welcome back, students. So here we are now, we're doing question 10, 2024. So we're given the equation of a line in slope-intercept format, and the name of the line is k. So here it is here. So let's see, do we agree with this? It tells us the intercept is 5 here, and that tallies and matches this intercept of 5. Correct, and it has a slope of 2, a steep enough slope, out 1, up 2. Great. The line k intersects the y-axis at the point 0, 5 and the x-axis at the point P, but it doesn't tell us what that is. So we have to calculate this. Find the coordinates of P. So P is a root, it's where the function 2x plus 5 equals 0, the y value equals 0. So let's just get to work by setting the 0, y is 0, but let's put it at the end. So we'll write 2x plus 5, the expression for y, set to 0, meaning where does it intersect this x-axis? Okay, we will take away 5 from both sides. So but basically what we have is here is we have two terms. So we'll take away 5 from both sides, giving us 2x equals minus 5, and then we have now a variable term 2x, but we need just x, so we'll do the inverse operation of 2, which is divide by 2, giving us x equals minus 5 over 2. Now we have to be careful, this isn't the answer. This gives us the coordinate of the x value, which is negative 5 over 2, and the y value, of course, is 0 on the x-axis. So this is the answer. Okay, let's just see how we're doing. I'll just correct as we go part by part. So it does solve. Let's see, I accept correct answer without work. Okay, however, it would be foolish of us not to show a little bit of work there. Yes, you can look at this and say, well, the plus turns into a minus, the constant goes on top, and the coefficient goes on the bottom. And if you did that and went straight here and then used this, it would be acceptable and you'd get full marks. Okay, we drive on. The line N, a completely different line, it has been depicted here, is perpendicular to the line K, and it does go through the point 0, 10, which is here. Okay, find the equation of the line N and give your answer in general form as opposed to in slope-intercept form. No big deal, that's great. Okay, so let's first of all think about what we have. We have a point on the line. So if we just go to our log tables, it might help us remember. So coordinate geometry is on page 18. And here we have the equation of a line in both formats, at least in point-slope format and in slope-intercept format. So we're going to go with the top one. So for n, we need to start with y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. Now we do know a point on the line, so we have 0 and 10. What we really need to get is the slope of n. The technique for getting the slope of n is that we take the slope of the other line, which is 2, and we reciprocate it, turning it upside down, and we negate. So we want to write the slope of k in a more convenient form. It is plus 2 over 1. So it's now a signed fraction. It's much easier now to talk about the slope of n, because we can take the sign and change it, and we can return our fraction upside down. So this is the slope of n. Okay, so now we're going to sub in the slope, the y value, and the x value. So we better remind ourselves, I know you're used to doing this, x1, y1. Okay, and m equals minus a half. So that's what we're doing. So y minus 10 is equal to minus a half x minus 0. Okay. Now we have a choice. Do we want to distribute? Here we don't like distributing fractions, so we'd much prefer to multiply, and this is a factor, so we multiply both sides by 2. In other words, what's the inverse operation of divide by 2? It's multiply by 2. Put this in brackets first, bring up the 2. I hope you understand why I put that in brackets. I'm distributing the 2 onto all of this. It's a proportions thing. And then I have minus x, and I'll drop the negative note, it's not important. Okay, 2y negative 20 is equal to negative x. And now we just study back and say, what way do they want it? They want it in general form, so we'll bring the minus x back. We won't put a 1 in front of it. It's just understood anyway. They don't expect us to. Plus 2y. So he's come back here. We have 2y, take 20, and there's nothing left here, so it's 0. Okay, let's see how we're doing. Our answer is x plus 2y negative 20 equals 0. Okay. And the way this has worked is called it's an E grading, meaning there are 5 different possible results when you do both of these. You'll get full marks of 15 if you get everything right, which we have certainly got. Okay, and then it shows all the different possibilities of what you could have got. If one part is correct and a work of merit in the other part, for instance, you'd get 12 out of 15. Okay, I'll make separate videos on how marking schemes work for you anyways, but anyway, the point is we have 15 out of 15, and we can be delighted with ourselves there on that. And that's the end of the video. Oops, as always, we'll see you in the next one.